just heard Eric say that you mentioned Peter and kind of his importance in there. Why was that so important for you to bring up and then to make it heard in that way?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we started and ended with it for all the reasons that are well documented, but worth continuing to share. Peter Seidler was, he was an angel to this organization. He's looking down on us now, and this is a guy that has a real heart for people, pure goodness, heart for community, and of course a sincere love for the people in that room and this organization. So it's only right to reflect with him and share about who he is and who he was and his legacy. And that meeting won't be the last time. It'll be an onward for this year and beyond. Special man, special legacy.
If you had to sum up a theme for this year, I mean, you're a new manager, you guys coming off a disappointing season, you're trying to look ahead, and you want to establish what the new era is. What is your theme?
Well, listen, there's a lot of different themes, a lot of different ways you think about, identity. The biggest thing for me, and as a starting point, without getting outside the clubhouse, but a little bit of, behind the scenes, it just starts with us being together. And, if we don't have that love for each other, really, really working towards pulling off the proverbial same rope, making sure that we are moving together with like one living organism, then we're not going to achieve much of anything consistently. And that's what we're here for. We're here to establish something that's consistent not only this year, but we have an expectation to put on over the next several years the best run in Padre baseball history. So, but none of that's going to happen unless we do it together, have each other's backs. We're not always going to agree. Togetherness doesn't always mean that we agree, but it does mean a like-mindedness of where we're going, and it not being about any one particular portion and being about something bigger than each of us. So, and this group is buying into that, and now we've got to demonstrate it. And but it all starts with us being one.
Any updates on the Visa guys?
The Visa guys. I like the. Yeah, we have a few of them. The one I've heard most recently, and again, we got bureaucracies, we got visas. Who knows how this is going to work out? But Peralta's. First of all, everybody's working their tail off. Organization, the players, everybody internationally. No particular order. Peralta, maybe middle of next week to get it, and then travel. And then like Profar and Patino are more of a day-to-day status. So that's the latest I've heard.
Peralta, it would seem it might affect the most. How do you guys overcome that, or is that not a big deal because he's a veteran?
I think it's a combination. I think that I can't minimize it's nothing. He's not in camp, but he is a veteran. He knows what it takes to get ready for the season. He has, just like Pro and Patino, he has resources to get himself ready and stay sharp. Of course, Pro just got through playing the World Baseball Classic, so it's probably good he gets a little blow from playing. But back to Peralta, just the opportunity for him to work on his own, know what he needs. He's talked to Ruben. He's getting his live BPs. He's getting his work in. So really, the whatever setback there may be is more about establishing what we're doing as a team, and then some of the finer baseball activities that relative to how we do our PFP. But again, veteran guy, he'll pick up on that quickly.
What path do you see, or role do you see Patino competing for?
Bullpen spot, yeah. At the moment, I mean, who knows? The guy's been able to do a lot of different things, so we'll see. But he is a little behind, clearly, and getting built up.
Xander said yesterday maybe the only thing he wishes could have been a little different is if he got a chance to start taking more ground balls at second base earlier in the offseason. Why was yesterday chosen as the day to tell him?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there's a lot of reasons for it. Not a lot, but there's reasoning for it. And his point's very fair. It's a very fair point. But quite candidly, those are things that we'll keep inside the organization. That we talked about it. He got a little work at second base, but in all honesty, could have been more lead time. Yes, but there's reason behind it that I'm not gonna. You can speculate all you want, and you have every right, of course. But nothing outside of these walls are. We have our reasons.
You're a pretty young clubhouse. There's some guys in there that are, younger relative to the past couple seasons. There's more guys maybe knocking on the door of the big leagues. What does that bring to a team when there's guys that are that close and maybe that hungry?
Yeah, I love the word hungry. You stole it. I mean, that's part of it. Guys that showing up, competing for job, competition's healthy. They're hungry. I believe it can be an infusion of that energy that spreads out. And I think that's a real possibility. I also love the fact that our younger players that are coming up through our system are open to other people's experiences. And my encouragement to that group is they're going to be intentional to ask the questions, to lean on, and make themselves available to asking questions. If in some case they might have a poster of the guy they're sitting next to in the locker, and they're growing up. So, have the courage to ask them questions, be transparent. And then the converse of that, which I'm really confident will take place, is the guys that have more experiences, that are more of our veteran guys, will pour in to be available to the younger players. So I think that creates a real healthy environment of communication and collaboration that leads to, a teamness.